racking the Pyment. The final Pyment. Made with homemade grapes. Back last August. So she's 11 months. We're going to rack it into this carboy just to make sure we don't pick up any lease, and then we're going to transfer it right into the bottles, and we'll be putting our labels on, and we'll show that process, how we put them on with milk. They go on, they stay on pretty good. This is draining pretty good, so nothing to see here. I guess they would say nothing to see here. My bottles are in the bucket soaking up sanitizer right now, and they're ready to go. I just got to find my corker. I found the corks, and the wife's not here. She knows where the corker is, so I got to wait till she gets back. So, and then we'll cork up a few bottles of this. Hope we got enough corks. You bottle it right to the top, and it'll spit out, leaves a perfect amount of head space in there, like it should. Oh, good, the wife is here just in the nick of time. Alright, the fan's a little loud here, but this is, we're making the labels for the Pyment. 2021 Pyment came in at almost 13%, 12.75%. And we're cleaning the print head on the printer right now because she's printing like purple. And it's supposed to be brown. I just checked my ink levels. I think they're good, but it's an old printer, so we'll see what happens. Okay, once again, we make our own labels for our wines and stuff. The trick is to spray them with clear so the ink don't run when you dip them in the milk. And that's all I got here is just a clear lacquer or enamel. I'm not even sure what I'm using. Nice and windy out here today. This should dry pretty quick. And that's it. We print them up on the regular printer. Let's see what we got in here. It's pretty windy out here right now. So we put them on the printer. These are my Pyment labels. We just printed up here for my bottles. I put them in gallon jugs, but I got like 8 bottles, 9 bottles I gotta put labels on. Some of them we'll give away for gifts. So we'll let this dry, and we'll show you how we put those on with milk. Why wouldn't I? Alright. We have this gift for my daughter. I got this for Christmas. This is the first time I'm going to be using it because I didn't do any labels. These are the labels we're cutting out. You saw in the previous thing I sprayed them down. I guess I should come in this way. It's a little tough because I got some tape on here. This thing ain't going to slide too easy. So what we're going to do is, oops, let's line this up. It's going to save me from cutting my desk up like crazy, that I'll tell you. Because I've been, the score marks there are just absolutely crazy. So you got markings on this. You can do a test run. Let's see, that looks like it's lined up pretty good. I'm just going to finish it up here. Of course, my eye isn't that good. That looks like we're lined up. Test run looks like it lines up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut out our first label with this cutter. Watch my fingers. That cut really nice. That worked fantastic. And we'll turn it sideways. Let me see to lift this bar up. I'll move it out of the way now because it's going to be a little out of the camera zone. And you can do this 2 different ways if you want. Here I'm going by eye. Got that off. Get it over there. Okay. I'll go over the opposite way with the thing, and I'll skip that if I need to. That works beautiful. That is nice and sharp. And all we got to do is trim the rest of them. Grab the bottle and I wash it with a little bleach rag. I showed this a million times. Make sure your seam is away from where the label is going to go. Take your label, dip it in your milk and cream solution. Make sure it's soaked good. If you sprayed it with the clear, it won't be a problem. Lay it on your bottle in the position you want. Make sure it's where you want it. Just hold it there a few seconds wet. And then pull the towel over the top of it and just push it down. And a simple count of 20 seconds. And that should be it right there. Pull it off, take your bleach rag, wipe the little excess milk off the bottle. And there it is. There's your first bottle. We put them on with milk and they stay. So let's get back to work. Sometimes you have a little bubble you got to work out there like this one. But little bleach rag. Yada, yada, yada. Turn the seam away. That's showing up here. Don't be afraid to get your label totally under the milk, as you see right there. This goes in position here, and we hold it down. Dry rag over the top and push it. And that's it. Oh, dear Lord. I do not do so. There you go. I got 6, 7 more to go. Your end label. All right, welcome to the taste testing of the final Pyment. Now, well, it's the Pyment. This is the second one we've made. This one was 11, almost a year old, 11 months old. Last August it was made. This is August now, but we bottled this a week ago. I don't know if the camera's picking up on that label. I can zoom in on it. But we're going to get on with a taste test here, Mrs. and I. We poured a glass of this out on the other bottle. We're going to say cheers, Proust, and see what we get to taste in this. Wow.
You definitely smell the honey and the flour bouquet.
Like I say before, it was made with 20, I think it's 22 pounds, 18 or 22 pounds of grapes we grew here at the vineyard. And orange blossom honey. I forget, 12 pounds or something. So anyway, this here glass tastes pretty good. It has a taste of honey. I back sweetened it with a little bit of honey at the final stage there. It was in a fermenter, bulk aging for 11 months, like I say. And we just put the labels on here. You can see on the video how the labels went on there with the milk. So what I'm tasting here is a little bit of grape and a little bit of honey. Go figure. It tastes pretty darn good.
It does. I don't have any off flavors. A nice floral bouquet.
It's a wine. It's a Pyment. Here's the label. You finally put them on there. I don't know if I showed that. I don't know why I went with that, but I make my own labels. But she's a darn good tasting. We prefer it chilled. It's almost 13%, so you got to be careful. This will knock you on your socks if you drink too much of them. Like anything else, be responsible when you drink.
Definitely has a good leg.
Oh, it's got good legs on it. Legs are when you can see the alcohol run down there, like you just wash your window, and it just droops down there like a curtain. Nice good tasting though, it really is. Oh, thanks, dog. I knew you'd hit the camera. So we probably give a bottle or two this away for Christmas or something. I haven't even gotten a sleeve on top here. You got those shrink sleeves you put on there. It's darn good tasting though. After 11 and a half months, the smell is just, you smell, I don't even smell alcohol, I guess. I don't know, I'm not good at a taste test by no means on anything. But here goes a sample.
Has a nice floral bouquet. Nice smooth taste.
That is worth waiting the 11 months for. Almost a whole year. Aged in bulk. We were going to put bentonite in it to clear, but according to this, she looks clear as a whistle to me. Nice and clear, you can see through that. So we didn't use the bentonite this time. But I'm not a wine drinker, but the Pyment mixed grapes and honey. I do love mead, and this is nothing more than like mead with grapes. That's why they call it a Pyment. It's not a pure mead. Now, we did ferment it with Mangrove Jack yeast. It's a good mead yeast. We've used it many a times on many batches, and we'll continue to probably use it again in the future. This is a good tasting mead. What do you think?
It is absolutely delicious.
Is this something you would purchase if it was like for sale over other wines?
I think if you had a taste testing of it, you would definitely grab a couple bottles.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. So it was nice to get a little tasting in on the Pyment 2021 on our little wine bar table. This is the table you see in the beginning of my in my intro of my videos, and we use it for little taste tests like this. But this is a hand model, you know. It's kind of like that Seinfeld episode there. Got to protect my hands.
Gotta be careful with this stuff. It'll knock down.
Yeah, I know you do. Got to be careful. 13%, but it's so mellow. It has a little bit of sweetness to it. Nothing major. The color is just, it drives me crazy because it's like a golden color almost. It's reddish gold. I don't even know how to describe the color. But over any type of wine, I would drink this all the time. I'm not a wine drinker. I do not like wines that much. I make a lot of wine for my daughters and my wife and a lot of family members. But strawberry wine I do like. So once again, Pyment 2021. This is 2022 now. It's over a year since this has been made. But we bottled it, like I say, 3 weeks ago. We can do
it. It has such a nice balance.
Oh, it is. It's perfectly balanced. There's no tannin
the
taste.
Sweetness, the bitterness, the acid, everything is just perfect.
The malic acids, there was a little bit in the background there, just a little acidic. But
it's not acidic, it's just that balance is there.
Over a wine, where you get the tannins in the wine and what's your tannins.
Some of them bite you. This doesn't bite.
No, it's very clear,
it's
like
very
I say.
smooth.
And clear. You can see right through it there, but my lighting isn't that good. So yeah, we decided to get a taste on it after almost a year aging in bulk. And it came through to my expectations. We love it. I love it.
I am enjoying it a little too much.
I think you could mix this with a Spitzer, maybe
Well,
carbonated
you could.
sometime. This is flat. This is a still. It's a still one, but I never do a carbonated one.
I'm not good with carbonated.
And we should
wine
do that
beverage.
someday.
It's like champagne. The bubbles go to your head.
Yeah, well, this is going to go to my head. So until next time, we're not going to open that bottle. This is what was left over. We had some in a gallon jug. So yeah, we'll definitely enjoy making this again sometime.
Yep, won't be long. We'll make it again.
Yeah, I'm going to start picking the grapes here in a couple weeks, actually.
If there's any left from the
If there's
birds.
any left from the birds. Cheers, folks. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
And we finally did it, like the video shows. We bottled the Pyment. This is the second Pyment we've made. This is the 22 version, 2022. This is 11 months old, 2021 version. So I got a little sample here. We put it in the fridge to cool down. Oh, she already smells so honey. It's just a plain grape. Right off my grapes over here. I'll turn the camera and I'll show you in a minute what they look like. I do have some over there, so let me show you that. Those are the grapes we harvest every year.
We already talked about me not
And I harvest these grapes every year, and this year we're going to get a great amount of hops off of that bunch.